so today we are going to do a lesson about shoreline and seafloor and ocean waves. And then we're also going to do a paint lesson, or we're just going to paint an ocean wave. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. And I'm going to work on the 3-letter boards again today. So thanks for helping me with the 3-letter boards. I know. All right, we're gonna start right now. Shoreline and seafloor features. The shoreline and seafloor, S-H-O-R-E-L-I-N-E, and seafloor, S-E-A-F-L-O-O-R, are formed by the same forces and are intimately related. Human activity has created environmental threats to coastal environments and the seafloor.
Of course.
Okay, do you want more massage on your shoulder?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'll give you some massage. All right, let's see. Human activity has created environmental threats to coastal environments and the seafloor. Shorelines are where the land meets the sea. Typically, shorelines slope gently underwater as you move further away from land. They can also rise above the water in the form of large cliffs or gently slope, S-L-O-P-E, and toward land and are covered in sediments. All right, I'm gonna help me do some spelling. Can we have you sit back, sit up a little? Thank you. And we're gonna spell the word coastal. All right, now let's spell it. Here you go. I'm gonna have you hold this. Perfect. Ready? We're gonna spell coastal. C. O. A. S. T. A. Oh, coastal. Okay. Types of shorelines. Oh no. Type of shorelines. Although shorelines can vary greatly from rocky cliffs to sandy beaches, the type of shoreline is determined primarily by 3 processes: erosion, E-R-O-S-I-O-N, deposition, D-E-P-O-S-I-T-I-O-N, and plate tectonics, P-L-A-T-E, tectonics, T-E-C-T-O-N-I-C-S. Plate tectonics forces are responsible for continental drift, which you'll study in more detail later. Plate tectonics forces can cause a shoreline to uplift, forming steep cliffs that extend into seawater. These shorelines generally began as older rock formation called paleocoasts, P-A-L-E-O-C-O-A-S-T-S, which were later lifted above sea level. All right, help me spell seafloor. S. E. A. F. L. O. O. R. Seafloor. All right. I am going to have you answer or fill in the blank. It's what are formed by the same forces and are intimately related. It's 2 words. Where are they? S. H, O, R, L, I, N, E, shoreline, and S,
Bye.
E, A, F, L, O, O, R. Nice focus. Okay. What has created environmental threats to coastal environments and the sea floor? What has created? What is it? Who's created threats? Who is it? H. U. M. A. And yeah, humans. Humans definitely. Okay. Ocean waves are the primary driver of shoreline erosion and deposition. An irregular shoreline will eventually straighten and smooth out over time through the process of erosion. Water washing over the shoreline beats on the rocks that are sticking out. Constant wave action against an uplifted paleo coast will eventually carve out prominent sea cliffs. These cliffs eventually retreat due to mass wasting, masswasting, as waves undercut the cliffs in the wave zone. Mass wasting means that gravity has caused rock or other material on a slope to move in some way. Erosion can also create caves in faces along a shoreline. As a sea cliff retreats, they leave behind a flat bench of eroded rock called the wave cut platform. Okay. I'm gonna have you spell the word. Here, let's use this again. And we're gonna spell, here, I'm gonna have you drink some water too. Because it's pretty hot out there. Gotta hydrate ourselves. I'm gonna have you spell the word beach. Okay. B, E, A, C, H. Beach. All right. Plate tectonic forces can cause a shoreline to do what when forming steep cliffs that extend into seawater? What can it do? Here. Ready and go. U, P, L, I, F, T. Uplift. Okay. Paleocoast, also known as what type of older formation? What's it known? R O C. Okay. What means that gravity has caused rock or other material on a slope to move in some way? What's it called? M A S MASS, mass. W A S T I N G. Mass wasting. Sandy beaches are actually gently sloping rocks that are covered in sediments. These shorelines are called depositional shorelines as they form through deposition. Tidal currents and waves carry sediments inland. When they're deposited along these gently sloping shorelines, water from melting glaciers can also carry sediments that eventually become deposited on depositional shorelines. The same forces that create shorelines are also constantly changing them. Deposition is constantly adding sediments to depositional shorelines, while erosion from waves is constantly carving out cliff faces. Offshore reefs can provide some protection against erosion and prevent deposition. Shorelines are heavily vegetated, can anchor sediments along depositional shorelines, especially vegetation with dense root systems, which also prevent erosion. However, if a shoreline is ever altered through human activity, erosion can completely destroy a shoreline and the entire ecosystem that exists there. Yes, so now I'm going to have you spell the word erosion. Ready? E R O S I O and erosion. Okay, so what carries sediments inland? Two things. What are the things that carry sediments inland? T I D A L, tidal. C U R E N T S Yes, tidal currents. And W A V E S. All right, waves. Okay, now we're gonna do a painting thing. So before we start painting, I want you to do, I don't know if you've ever been to a baseball game, or sometimes in a crowd, they call it a wave. You wanna try to do a wave with me?
Yeah.
All right, you gotta bring your arms up like this, all the way up. And then bring it down. Great. They say we can do a wave, go up again, and then come down.
So.
That's our wave. Nice. All right, you ready to paint?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to paint. All right, so we've got some blue paint here. So what we're gonna do is we've got this, we're gonna color the background. We're gonna do our, actually we're gonna do,
Bye.
we are gonna paint, yes. First, we're going to do our circles that we've been practicing in the background. So ready? We're gonna go like this. I'm gonna have you do it now. Let me have you scoot in though. Okay, ready? Your turn. Nice. Keep going, keep going. We're gonna do a bunch of them. Oops. Perfect. All right, I'm gonna do some with you. We're gonna add some more colors. Here, let's trade colors. You're gonna do it on this corner over here, and then we're gonna paint it over. And keep painting over here. All right, oops, it's okay. All right, that's kind of like our erosion of the ocean. The erosion of the ocean that humans create. Okay, you ready to use a thin brush or a thick brush?
Bye.
Okay, this thick brush. All right, we're gonna do some heavy painting. You're gonna use that blue color right there. And I want you to go back and forth like this. Yes, good, keep going. And you can go back and forth. Now let's try going back and forth. I'm gonna use your hands. I'm gonna go back and forth, back and forth. Okay, and add some more paint. Nice, keep going.